G'day YouTube. Wasn't really planning on making a video about this, but I'm building a NAS. The test NAS before the proper NAS. My Iron Wolf NAS hard drives arrived. I got two 8TB ones. I guess I'll put it in PC number 3. I would put them in my main PC for now, my second PC. But these don't have hard drive bays. And this mini PC does. Like my micro ATX one. But I'd rather put it in this one. So I'll set it up. My cable measurement was kind of a rat's nest. Which means I'm gonna have to redo a lot of it when I put in my hard drives. But oh well, guess it goes in. Okay, my second Iron Wolf drive is mounted. Still doesn't seem that secure, but whatever. There was a cable in the way. I'll finish screwing this in and plug in the cables. Is that the sound of the hard drives? That does not sound normal. Okay. I created my USB that should install the NAS OS. I did not really do much research on how to set up a NAS. Install, update, reboot system. I guess install. The true NAS installation on NVMe number 1 SSD succeeded. After a lot of messing with settings, I think I set up my NAS properly because now it's letting me actually put something on it instead of saying I need permission, which definitely seems like a good sign. And this definitely isn't like my final NAS, it's just a test version. It is kind of slow because I didn't have an extra SSD for caching. My last YouTube video seems to have uploaded onto the NAS. Now if I check the NAS, 1.28 gigabytes used. My failed attempt at an AMD NAS. The specs are a Ryzen 9 9900X, and my motherboard is an X870E motherboard. I have 850 watt 80 plus gold power supply. I've had my NAS hard drives for a little while, and the PC has been like fully built, except I made it order from a certain Australian computer store that takes ages to ship, like over 20 days ago, and I got some new thermal paste. But I also got 2 SSDs for the NAS. This 500 gigabyte SSD is for the OS, and the 1TB one is for caching. It feels kind of lame and poor because I've never had anything less than a terabyte. And 500 gigabytes is quite low. But I think for this NAS it should be enough. This case has like 12 drive bays, or technically 14, but the other 2 are hard to get to. The integrated graphics of the 9900X means it's good for a NAS. Even when I'm not focusing on aesthetics, I still have to have the RGB RAM. This 500 gigabyte SSD should be enough for the OS. Okay. think that is in. The OS SSD is installed. Why do the birds have to be so loud right now? And this 1 terabyte SSD for the cache. I'm not really used to putting them in with my left hand, so that's why it was kind of weird. But both of the SSDs seem secured, so I'll install the heat sinks and stuff. Okay. I overclocked the RAM to the full speed. The CPU temp seems fine. The true NAS installation on NVMe 1 succeeded. Please reboot and remove device. Okay. My NAS is kind of ugly, especially because I ordered this case before I knew there was a area where I could see my power supply. Configure network. Interfaces. Network settings. Probably 1. No network interface found. Press N to create a new network. I'll set up this. This is the creation of the proper NAS. Apparently true NAS is only compatible with Intel out of the box. So I will be swapping motherboards and CPUs. It's still not a full build, but it's more than you would have seen before. I'll remove this SSD. This is the 500 gigabyte one. For the OS. Okay. The OS SSD and the cache SSD. Okay. Now that's the second 1 terabyte SSD. So there's 3 SSDs in here, but 2 of them are for cache, and 1 of them is the OS. Apparently having more cache SSDs will improve the speed if I'm transferring files from multiple devices at once like I normally would. Okay. The motherboard's kind of lined up on the standoffs. So I gotta install the screws and the cables. post. The 7600 XT does not fit in the case. Maybe I'll try the 4070 Ti. Because the graphics card doesn't properly fit in the case, I'm gonna need to do a quick test boot outside the case. Okay, so enter. Okay. Well, I got the info there. Like, I signed into the NAS. It's time to drink the victory Mountain Dew because I got it to like post and boot in. But it's gonna be a lot of effort to set it up and make it usable. But before I try and configure the NAS, I should build it back in the case. Okay, I think I might have finally got it working. Okay, I did pretty fast, which I assume is because of my cache SSD. How long is this video? Like 30 minutes. It started at like 50%, which is pretty good. Having a NAS is a lot more convenient than Dropbox, because I don't like paying for subscriptions. I have too much spite to pay for subscriptions. Okay, it wasn't too long for the 1.2 gigabyte file. It says this one unused disk. Add to pool. Existing pool. NAS. Update pool. Confirm. From what I looked up, you're supposed to mirror the cache SSD. So that should be correct. I've had my NAS working for a long time. Well, not like 100 years, but you know, a while. But I only have two 8TB hard drives instead of 16 terabytes. It's 8 because it's an American configuration for redundancy. So I bought these two extra hard drives to double my storage. It has some weight to it, like more than you'd expect. I've only really hauled expensive like server grade hard drives, so I don't know how heavy it is compared to regular hard drives, but I'll assume it's extra heavy. It's time to install the hard drives, and there's a great reflection there. Oh yeah, in the time since I built this NAS, it's basically the exact same, except there's 64 gigabytes of RAM in quad channel mode. But I think before there was 32 gigabytes in dual channel. Okay. I'm unplugging the SATA power cable there. So I can hopefully have enough space to install the hard drive. That technically fits, but I'd rather they have more space. And you know what? Whatever. Where's my shoulder scoop back? Sorry, I just realized my phone camera was quite dirty. But I guess I will turn on the NAS and see if the hard drives work. $64 gigabytes of quad channel RAM during RAMflation for a NAS is kind of interesting. Would hope if I had turned on my PC so I could check the NAS. Okay. This is looking pretty normal so far. To unused disk. Existing pool. Mirror configuration. Update pool. The contents of all additional disk will be erased. That's fine as long as my current. What? That was fast. 1.3% used of my 14.41 terabytes. Okay, so the footage for this current video is there. And there's a lot of annoying stuff we'll have to flip in editing. But it means that the NAS is working even with the new 2 hard drives. Four 8 terabyte hard drives and 2 1 terabyte SSD for caching. This is all correct. And since it's working and all set up now, I'll end the video. Bye.